What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
That's caught. It's Matthews. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move on field. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Simmons. He's got an open man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
Run in the red zone, it's Webb. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications, too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way, and he's able to jump the throw and pick it up.
Breaks the tackle. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Sherrill. Turning it on. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Staley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make them pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. He unleashes a long one. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Got it in the middle, it's Perry. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And the ball's in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sherrill. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Makes the grab. It's Perry.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Simmons. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Hunt is on its way. Takes it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. faced as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
And the Volunteers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sherrill. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Perry. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun. Wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Throws to the back. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver going in motion. He's in open space downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes with the return. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Montgomery. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Glover. Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Gators are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. And he'll be brought down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. And after the three-spot guys, we're all tied up.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So here is the Tennessee offense. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Second and 10. He'll throw again. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Barrow. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Barrow. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through three, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown ball! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get outside. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle.
Sneaks into the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they open It's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll give it to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with the quarterback and the receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to keep it in the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Caught close to the marker. It's Staley. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, No secrets with this offense. We're going to keep running the football. Let that clock tick. Keep 2 hands on the football. And then where does my kicker like to kick it the most? You see some people like it from the right hash or the left hash. Some people like it in the middle. Run the clock. Get my kicker in the position he wants to be in. Try to kick the field goal with the least amount of time as possible.
They'll go with a direct snap. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Put on the heat and they blocked it. And all by himself down the middle. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. 10.
How big was that play? You get the field goal block late in the 4th quarter, tie football game. All the momentum now is back with them. Whether they drive the field and score to close this thing out or take it to OT, they've given themselves a chance to win.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Here we go. They'll try to run it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Trying to run it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Gator! They strike first in overtime.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he added the extra point. In front of them, they have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
So 1st down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle at Sherrill. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the sling.
3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, and it's intercepted. A